NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that
right away he lost the football. And now this is scooped up, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On 1st down, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Ball start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray now running left off the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49ers 14-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Now it's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And they run the option on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
2nd and goal from the 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy bootlegging it. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Purdy.
And he's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Goes right back to McBride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Murray to air it out again. This is taken in by McBride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing again, Murray. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Purdy from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
Purdy looking to throw.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their quarterback, Kyler Murray. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Shotgun now from Murray.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Murray with a nice move. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Going right back to Akers.
And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Javon Hargrave with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing now is Murray.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Murray. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the gun, Murray
Steps away to his left.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
The Cardinals on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running right on the option is Murray.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. To throw is Murray. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to swell the lead to 6.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Purdy.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Able to power through. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Purdy. Big throw here to Latu.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Here's Purdy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense, trailing 14-13, just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Murray to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they get fouled there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Murray. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Murray. Flush to his right. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And shedding through the tackle.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. That was a big risk here in overtime. It sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be in position themselves. So you have confidence in it, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.